Brought to you by Lord Carnage and the best of classic game room. I love how the game begins with the players dramatically entering the death arena. If that music doesn't say Death Arena, I don't know what does. This is Racquetball for the Atari 2600 from Apollo, released in 1981. A game where you battle your opponent to the death in a cube with two fluorescent lights. It's one of these old school games that has a lot of interlacing, so it's tough to record. If the ball seems to be vanishing on screen, then you need to have your eyes checked. This one is actually pretty interesting. It's one of the few Atari games where they tried to recreate a 3D space, and more or less succeeded. It's just not terribly playable. There's the ball that you're playing, the racquetball, in the middle of the screen, and indicators on the bottom and sides to show you where it is within the 3D space. Pretty clever, but it really throws off the interlacing for recording. It looks better in person, and once you get used to it, it plays like a super old-school tennis game with I guess, radioactive death walls. So you want to run your player into the ball and hit it, and then it bounces around the screen. If the opponent misses it, then you score a point. Like, I have no idea how to play racquetball. The colored bar at the bottom of the screen changes and tells you whose turn it is to hit the ball. So if it's yellow, that's player 1, green is player 2. Coming back. I'm gonna win. And you can play this game 2-player, but I'm currently challenging the Atari person in the green shirt. Take that, stupid green person. Who's pretty tough. I think they cheat. You actually have to score 2 points in a row to get a point on screen, which I think is kind of like tennis. I don't know. I've never actually played racquetball in my life. Every point in this game is a small victory. I have really no idea what's going on. What's going on is that I find this game to be interesting from a technical standpoint, but it's just not terribly fun. There's way better Atari games. However, I do have to point out the amazing socks that the players are wearing on the cartridge artwork. Wow. And I love the headband. Come to think of it, I just love the cartridge artwork. If you find this game out there for $1, buy it for the cartridge artwork alone. Maybe you'll find it interesting. I find it to be a bit unpredictable, like you just run into the ball, your player swings automatically and it bounces around the screen. Maybe your opponent misses, maybe they don't. Who can say? There's way better 1- and 2-player games on the Atari, but the screen does kind of look like a face, doesn't it? First player to 21 wins, and then they're sacrificed on carousel. It's racquetball. Come on. Feel the tension. Yes! Number 1! The best of classic game room is on DVD, Blu-ray, and Laser Hypervision album set.